Imagine going on a work trip and realizing you can't leave. You try and you fail and you even die trying to get out, but you just end up back in the same place that you started. The town is watching you as if it knows what you'll do next, and no matter what choice you make, it doesn't matter. Welcome to Riverton. We are doing Retown by Boris Bacic. This is a nightmare loop of a book with no off-ramp, and the only way out might be the one thing that you can't escape.
So this is very indicative of It Ends. The movie It Ends. Do you know that one?
No, I haven't watched that one yet. I know how it ends, and how it ends sucks. How it ends is this big build-up, and then nothing happens.
I don't think that nothing happens. No, my problem is this is a very... We're probably talking about two different movies.
It Ends is different than How It Ends. How It Ends sucks. It Ends is the one that you like.
And I would like as a stretch, but it's very interesting. Like you know what it is? You know what it is? I don't know that I necessarily liked any of the what was it? Stranger Tales, or what was it? Not
Stranger Things?
Not Stranger Things. No, the old school one.
Like Tales from the Crypt,
no,
or any of that?
I mean, Tales from the Crypt kind of fits that. Not Twilight Zone, because I really respected what they did.
Yeah.
But what is the offshoot of that happened in like the 80s? What was it?
Like an Outer Limits?
Outer Limits.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
like, a
like,
little bit different.
It gives me very Outer Limit vibes.
Okay.
Right? And Outer Limits was like, hey, we're we're doing light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're doing a light version of
this is not light.
Yeah.
This is not light at all. This is dark.
Well, that was some heavy stuff too.
Okay.
Right? I'll say that was some heavy stuff as well. But the subject matter just struck me as kind of like,
Yeah.
But this has a lot more, and there's work involved in this.
Yes. So
it's never ending work day, because that does sound like hell.
I know, and that's actually part of why I picked it. I'm like, oh no. So basically, we have our main character Jason, and Jason gets called by his boss. He's like, "Guy, you might be in line for a promotion if you go on this work trip, because Ryan over there got sick and he can't do it, and I really need my next best person to go." So you're the next best person and not the best person.
Right.
So that's great.
Right.
Then you get kind of bullied into doing this, have to leave your wife and kid for a weekend to go to some little tiny town to try and make a sale. Like, you're not even supposed to be there today.
Sure.
Like, we go full Clerks on that.
Sure.
And then you...
Why was I just quoting Clerks? What was it? Oh, yeah.
It's very quotable.
$15 in my hand. Put it there.
You were quoting Idiocracy right before this, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Gestures broadly at the United States.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Boris is not from the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, Boris is from Serbia, and English is his second language. So he actually finds it very challenging to write in English, because it's trying to get not just spelling or grammar, it's like that syntax, making it sound like a native, voice. And when I say native, when he says native, he's talking about, a native United States person in their English versus, Serbia. So, but yeah, it's really cool. But getting back to Jason and his horrible workday. So he drives into this town. It's a horrible drive. He almost drives off a cliff. He messes up his car. He has to get directions. The GPS isn't working. And he finally gets to his town. And right before he gets into town, he's like, there's some dude up on that cliff. That's real weird. And then watches as the guy jumps off the cliff.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's panicking. So we got almost like a Midsummer type thing going on there.
It's like Midsummer meets From.
Yes, it actually is. And I was going to, when we do the Shelf Neighbors, I was going to bring those up too.
I wasn't just Googling From, because I can't think of anything right now. I don't know why my brain has just like
Did I give you my brain shut off disease?
I got to tell you.
Because I screwed up the opening, and then I forgot to introduce who the hell we are. And then
And then I just looked at her and I'm like, I'm Jeffy.
And I'm like, and I'm stupid.
And now my brain is just like, no, you're not allowed to recall anything.
I gave it to you.
So that's always really good podcasting.
Yes.
Is when you go like, yeah, that one thing that I love that's real famous
Yeah.
that I can't think of right now.
Yeah. And
The
then
Twilight Zone.
it was Outer Limits.
Yes, but the original one was the Twilight Zone I couldn't think of, and now I can think of it. And now let's explain it to them
Do you
in
know
detail.
that William Shatner's 95 now? 96?
Wow.
Yeah.
He
I only
looks so
mentioned that
good in that
because of
series.
There's Something on the Wing.
Yeah.
episode
Well,
of Twilight Zone.
he was in 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also in the Small Town.
Yeah.
with
Yep.
the
With the jukebox.
jukebox, yeah.
Yes. See, we're speaking words.
We'll do it.
So
The word's
obviously
so good.
we're wording very
Man, I gotta tell you, these guys have to be loving listening to us talk because we just go,
What
yeah.
if we did the whole podcast with speaking just the way we normally not
The
speak
eep
to
op
each other?
orc
Yeah.
Eep op orc means I
Yeep.
love you.
Yeep.
Yeah.
Yeep.
Yeah, that's right.
I was thinking, you know what I was thinking.
I
Those
do.
guys. Yeah. Example and point. So obviously Jason's freaking out. He sees this guy jump off a cliff and he is like, okay, I'm going to park my car. I'm going to go and try and see if he's alive. And he's dead. He is very dead. Very, very dead.
So in this universe, world building time.
Yeah.
In this universe, you're living the same day over again. Doesn't matter what you do, Groundhog Day. No, so it's just continuous time and you can't leave and it's a loop.
Correct. Yes. There's
So
more
it's
to it
from.
than that, though. There's more to it than that. Yes. It's kind of from.
So like you have consequences. It's not like Groundhog's Day
Yes.
where you go to this. If I had to go to work every single day,
Right. He doesn't start back at home. And that's part of the issue is you can't leave the town. And that's where things get a little bit weird because he doesn't know this yet. So he gets into town because he's like, okay, this person died. I need to get the
Mhm.
cops. I need to like find an ambulance. Like I need to find some help here. And the first place he runs into is a hotel. He's like, I need your phone. I need to call the police. And they're like, just calm down there, guy. And he's
Sure.
like, no, you don't understand. I just saw this guy jump. And they're like, yeah, you just calm down. That sounds interesting. He's like, can you call the police? And he's like, well, they're real busy. How about you go to your room? And then we'll call her. He's like, no, I'll wait right here. Get the police. Like they're being super, super weird about this.
and it's because they're living through the same thing.
Well, right. And he doesn't know this yet. They get the police officer to come, which is Gina. She's basically the only police officer in this town. It's super tiny. And she kind of has this vibe like, yep, that'll happen. Like, he's like, what? Like people just jump off of cliffs here?
Yeah.
So that's kind
Because
of
if you
like,
die, you come back.
you respawn.
Oh, okay.
So that's the fun part. So we learn that you respawn. So you can die and you can like die in painful ways and you end up 5 hours and 13 minutes later, you're back.
Interesting.
And they even
Is there a respawn point or does everybody have
There
their
is.
own? Okay.
Everyone has their own respawn point. So
Interesting.
Jason's is the hotel room. And I guess you never know what your respawn point is until it happens to you because not every town member is permanently, like they weren't always there.
Are there any
town-
funny ones in there?
Which ones? Oh, respawning points? Not that I read.
Yeah,
In my
that's-
head, there
sure.
are. Like
Yeah.
somebody's got the portalet or something.
It's just every time it's in a shower.
Right.
And you're spawning and you're just like,
And then
oh,
you
I'm so
slip,
sorry.
And then you die, and then you respawn, and then you slip, and then you die. Which is like The Endless. I still need to get you to watch The Endless. You'll probably hate it. But there's a part in The Endless, which is a Benson and Moorhead film. And there is a guy that keeps trying to run away, and he gets like 1.5 seconds before then he respawns, respawns, and runs. There's another guy who's stuck, and he's just got to like boom, boom, repeatedly because he just keeps respawning. So it's a little bit like that with the shower.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
no, usually you just kind of have a point in the town, usually in a building where you respawn. And Jason finds this out the hard way, which I guess there's not really an easy way to find this out. So he does have his business meeting. Everyone is super rude. Everyone's trying to get him to leave because they're all hoping that he can just get out before this all happens. So it's basically if you die
So
in the
that's
town,
happened before?
yeah, if
People have actually gotten out?
one
'Cause it
person
hasn't,
has
like-
gotten out,
Okay.
and there it's impossible to get out, but one person has gotten out, and that kind of comes into a few things later. But poor Jason here is like, all right, cool, fine. It's finally time for me to go home. I'm getting out of this wacky town. There's some creepy little girl playing in the middle of the street that like tells him that he'll be back. And he's like, I am done with this place. I'm super done with this whole town.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to leave. And it's like the environment around him changes to make him not leave.
Okay.
So roads move, the woods move, the hills move, and he ends up crashing his car because a body drops in front of him and
Sure.
then wakes up back in the hotel room.
And he wakes up in the bed because the
Yep.
body fell on him.
Well, the body fell on the road, he swerved, he crashed his car.
Got it.
He respawns in the hotel room, doesn't realize that he died.
So do you get stuck every time you die, or you're stuck before you die?
There's an implication that if you die anywhere that's within these
In the
town
town,
realms,
yeah.
you're done. That's it.
Now you're part of it.
Right. There is an implication, but the town is bringing you to it. So it doesn't explicitly say it, but like it's
It's
questionable.
kind of The Shining,
Yes.
where it's like calling, it's beckoning to you.
Right. Yeah. There's even another character in here where Jason's just talking to this other guy later, like, hey, how did you end up getting here? The townspeople said you've only been here 2 years. And he's like, yep, met a girl online and I was driving all the way out here to find her and ended up here. And now I ended up here.
Wow.
Girl never existed.
Sure.
So this whole work trip, the town made it happen. It didn't actually exist.
So all the emails, all the everything, all the
Yes.
itinerary, the tickets,
Yep.
and all of that built by the town.
Correct. Or at
Right.
least triggered by the town.
Or whatever the
So-
town is.
Right.
That
Exactly.
essence. Okay,
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah. So
Are
it
we giving
tells
away
you.
too much of this? Are we?
No, because here's the thing: is there's so much more to this.
So we're in the very beginning of this.
We're in the very
world
beginning
building.
of this. We're still world building. Like it goes so many different places.
I just don't want to spoil.
Oh no! I know.
I hate spoiling
I know.
for people.
I'm actually not spoiling like any of it because this all takes place within like the first few chapters of the book. Like things happen very quickly. There's minimal time where Jason is not in the town yet, where he's like, cool, he's, packing up to leave with his, away from his family, making the drive. Like all that is a fairly short period of time. All the rest of the time is him in this town. This entire book, which is pretty thick, is him in the town.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hefty. So we're not giving away.
So you get like
anything.
this much world building, and then it's all of his time.
You get this much of his pre-town world.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. But
Okay.
the rest of it is all world building in the town, and you're learning through his own experiences. So like they call a town meeting because now he's the new guy in town. And they're like, well, we probably have to explain how all of this works to him and introduce him and get him like lodging and everything.
Mhm.
And they're like, you're going to try and escape because everybody tries to escape. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to try and escape. And he does. And it's almost like it doesn't actually go slapstick, but it's a little funny that like he dies like multiple times in rapid succession just because he's desperately trying to get out.
Sure.
Like it's not funny, but it almost gets towards humor in a way because he's like,
Or you're like an animal
I
with
died
its
again.
leg
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah. Well, he actually does get attacked by wolves at some point.
Yeah, sure. So he's building in the Groundhog Day trope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you still feel the pain and everything. And the example that they give him, like they demonstrate this whole thing for him pretty early on. So again, kind of like a Midsummer where you have like these defining moments that are like, oh, things are very bad. Things are very different. This is not how things should go.
Sure.
And I know that like you can't, making the allusion to Midsummer seems like it would be really weird. But again, you're trapped in this place where the rules are completely different and you don't know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Midsummer. Same thing with From. You don't really know. They actually have some good sets of rules there. Like, hey, you got to put this thing on the thing and then the monsters won't get you. But Riverton has its own force. It's its own environment. And it controls kind of everything. So anytime you try and leave, the weather will actually change and be like, cool, you're going to freeze to death now. Or you know what? Now you have heat stroke. Hey, you know what? I'm going to put a cliff right there. Or, hey, there's such dense fog that you can't see anything and you fall and break your leg.
You almost said frog.
I did.
Such dense frog.
Frog.
That's me.
I like
I'm
a
a
dense
dense
frog.
frog.
I like a
Yeah.
dense frog. Look, this is a dense frog. Oh,
Look
sad.
at you breaking stuff.
Dense frog. What are you doing? I don't know.
What is this?
None of us know what we're doing today. What do you? Oh, it's a little candle.
Oh,
It's our ambiance.
I just love how upset he looks.
I know. I do too. He's very good. He reminds me of my frog Pancake.
Oh, yeah, Pancake.
Pancake. I took a picture of him the other day that looks like he's plotting somebody's demise.
He's just thinking about Bug.
Probably. Even then, he's just a grumpy little guy.
Yeah.
He'll grumble at Georgette and he'll grumble at Bug. And he has this little house.
Yeah.
And he just kind of peers out of there and decides whether or not it's worth his time to actually get out of bed. And sometimes he'll just be like, no, not doing it. I'm like, same, Pancake.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, dense frogs. We like a dense frog.
Who doesn't like a dense frog?
Your face.
Bad people.
Bad people. So
tell me about Jason.
Yeah.
Main character, unwilling player one.
Yeah. So it's almost like he is in this game and he's trying to learn the rules every time.
So he's gamifying this.
In a way, yeah,
Okay.
because he's going to kind of poke and prod at it and see, right away, he's like, okay, cool, I'm going to just get some tools from the hardware store and go just hike on out of town. And then instantly dies. And now he's like, well, now I don't have all my stuff. All my stuff is over there.
So what's his character's motivation to get out?
He's got a wife and daughter back home.
Okay.
Well, and also you just don't want to be trapped in this town.
Well, sure, but
the town's nice and everything.
Usually there's some sort of
Well, and that's an interesting thing that you bring up. So one of the characters that Jason speaks to is actually kind of happy he's there because he's like, I was in debt. I didn't have anything going for me. This is a nice place. It's better than what I had. And you're like, okay, well, that's interesting. So, but the town isn't just attracting people down on their luck necessarily.
Sure.
So, but he's just trying to figure out the rules.
So do you ever learn what the catalyst is? What actually draws those folks in? Is that part of the end? Yeah, I don't want you to tell me.
No.
But
yes, but also no.
Okay. So you never meet the demise or demon that's pulling you in?
Yes and no.
Okay. All right. I can live with that. No, that's good. Don't give away too much.
No, there's a lot of ambiguity here. And that's why I say there's twists, there's turns, there's lots of layers to this.
I love ambiguity.
I know. I do too.
Once you start explaining the midichlorians, I want to punch you in the face. Just what in the living hell?
Yeah.
You think about the prequels that came out for Star Wars and they explained every little detail of why these things are we wanted a roadmap to what the Force was.
Which ones are you
You're
talking
taking
about?
all the magic out.
Jar
The prequels are, Jar Jar.
I think I saw that one and I was like, no more. No more for me. I'm checking out.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
And then the new ones, the brand new ones that just came out are just season or the first series again. Come on. Lucas for those prequels really just took all the fun out of it for me.
Yeah.
I know that there are a lot of youth that actually like those movies because it's a callback to their childhood.
Yes.
But you're wrong. And your opinion is wrong and you were stupid.
I like that you've made this decision for them.
I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Because once you start explaining the magic's gone. The magic's the magic because the magic exists.
I like learning the magic because, it's me. So,
I get that.
I want it to be explained. I get irritated when the explanation is incorrect or doesn't make sense.
I get irritated at that piece. The piece that I get irritated at with world building is when you start breaking your own rules. And you're like, but it's magic. It's
right.
No.
It's like magic is an excuse.
No. And that actually happened in the new series of the Star Wars stuff with this astral projection stuff. And I'll tell you.
There's astral projection now?
But
why?
Because Force.
But they already have the little
fuck you. That's
things.
why.
Okay.
No, fuck you.
But
hey.
When did they get that?
Hey.
Well, why don't they have it later then?
Hey. Fuck you.
Oh, you know what I have in my pocket?
Yeah. Don't forget to come down and show them.
Oh,
Get it up in there.
eh.
Yeah, we'll tell you where to get one of those. We'll tell you where you can. That's our.
You put it in the mouth. Wait, I'm trying to. There you go. Ah. Okay, that was real dumb.
That's gonna be our
Yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be our thing.
our thing. We're gonna do that
Yeah.
thing.
Like we used to.
It's gonna be the thing.
That'll be the thing with the stuff. No,
Man, I've earned my sleepiness today, though.
yeah.
Yeah, with all the crap going on.
I
We'll talk about it at the end.
We
But,
will.
oh my
I
god.
just keep staying up too late. Like last night, it was like 11. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do the dishes.
Yeah.
So I'm like loading the dishwasher at like
I
11 p.m.
I have to make eggs immediately after this conversation.
I had eggs this morning.
Oh, I egg
thought,
it up. I do
I
the
made
hard
those at
boiled.
10:30, and then I
Yeah.
had them for breakfast today.
Yes, that's
So-
the move.
I felt very proud of myself for like, I used a pin and
Yeah.
just did the hole, and it really worked well.
You know what I'm gonna get you? I'm gonna get you an egg piercer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Actually,
real nice.
I would appreciate
They
that.
go pop, pop.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I just did a little pin, and I think it helped. So.
Tell me about this police officer, Gina Knight.
Oh yeah.
Tell
Okay.
me about Gina.
Gina is
Is she a rough and tumble, gritty
no.
character?
So she is the town's only police presence. So she's kind of like in charge. There's no mayor or anything.
Was she originally a police person?
I don't know. They never actually go into that. And there's reasons
So
why.
there's no lore.
There's not. There is and there isn't. There's a lot of yes and no and isn't and yes and or both and or yes no's. So with her, she is the only one that really can kind of gather and control the townspeople and is kind of the only voice of democracy there. So
Okay.
like they have a town hall meeting that she calls and she's like, hey guys, we're going into winter. We keep having bodies around because what's interesting, when you respawn, your dead body's still out wherever you died.
So are you respawning without clothes? I have all new questions.
I know. Isn't this great?
Okay.
You have
So
clothes.
you have clothes.
You have clothes.
So you're spawning with your clothes.
Yes, but nothing else.
So you have endless amounts of clothes. So you could
It's
have
whatever you got trapped in the town
so
with, you respawn.
when does the respawn happen? Only when you die?
Correct.
So you're there forever.
Yes.
So if I wanted 4 pairs of clothes, I would find a way to kill myself that wouldn't ruin the clothes. And then I could have 4 outfits.
You totally could. You absolutely could do that.
But it'd be the same outfit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but everybody has the same outfit, right?
Yeah. I mean, there
Who's
was
swapping clothes? Is there a clothing swap happening here?
they have a general store. So that's like where everything is. So
I just want to know about the fashion.
There's a couple hundred people in this town, so they don't dress all that well,
Well, they have what they have on.
Right, exactly.
gonna
So
do?
there's definitely jobs that people have. There's, the store, there's a little restaurant, there's a hotel, which I
I'd
don't
be the
really.
milkman.
Okay. I'm glad you have a job.
I have a job.
You're gainfully employed.
I'm
in
gainfully
this
employed in the
world.
evil.
But she really does. She's like, guys, you know what? Let's have a vote. If you die and it was on purpose, you got to clean up your own body. We shouldn't have to go haul and come get you and put you in the woods. You
Yeah.
got to go get your own body.
Sure.
And you're like,
She's just very matter of fact and done with.
yeah. And she's like, we're going to take a vote. If you're too, infirm or something and you physically can't go get your body, that's fine. We'll help you. There'll be exceptions. But
So what about these people who are running forward, dying, and then running forward and dying? Is it just a pile of bodies then?
well, that was from the Endless.
Oh,
Yeah, that was from the Endless.
I thought you were talking. I thought that was Endless.
that was
Got
just
it.
from the Endless. No, but
I don't think
like,
I've seen the Endless.
I know you haven't because I keep talking about it, and you know what? You're probably gonna watch it and hate it. We have very different tastes in movies.
Maybe. We have very different tastes in music sometimes too. Then.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Yeah. I
There's
could take
enough
her.
overlap.
I could keep her take Nick Cave.
Yeah, I know.
He's fine.
But you did get to chase him down that one time.
When you're chasing the man down the alley, I'm into it. But like when he's just kind of crooning
Yeah.
at you, it is charm. I will tell you.
Yeah.
That concert was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
Yes.
It's not one that I'd want to continue to do over and over again.
The
It's
next
not like
show
a yearning for
when
me.
he did the Bacic show instead of the one that we went to,
Yeah.
that one, again, like I'm holding up his knees as he's got, boyfriend's hands, and I've got Nick Cave's crotch in my face, and he's like sweating on us and everything. And that was just insane. No. That's for you.
Hey.
Spawn on that day and go through that again. That would be great.
Sure.
Just an
Every day.
endless Nick Cave.
Eventually, you get
Eventually,
tired.
yeah. And that's the thing is, so people get bored in this town, they get sick of it, and eventually they just go, I'm going to try and die anyways. Or they just miss adventure. There's a guy that just like is kind of clumsy, and so he kind of dies more often than the average. And they're like, look, you got to just start cleaning up your own body. So she's the one kind of like keeping everybody from being absolute chaos.
Sure.
So it's kind of a hard role. But she's also in charge of like, hey, we gotta like ease new people into this. Like this happens once every couple of years or so that we get a new person and we gotta like go through this whole thing again.
She's giving me that house mother from vibe.
Yeah, quite a bit because
Just
she's
like,
still
look,
tough.
we've got vegetables, we've got to do this.
Right.
I get that this is the problem, but it's the problem. So, shut up and we're going to do this.
Exactly. So, but yeah, she is a very big part of this.
And you said there was a creepy little girl.
There's a creepy little girl,
Okay.
and I don't want to get too into her because I don't want to give too many spoilers. But she's, there is a classic kind of trope in horror of like there's a creepy child, right?
Sure.
But they do it right in this one. Like it's very effective.
Okay.
Nobody really like is in charge of her, which I suppose you're basically a grown up if you've just been around forever. But she just kind of.
Yeah, she's 40 years old in her brain.
Yeah, but
not fully developed.
Right. So she just kind of like goes where she wants and like we'll just play in the street and you're like, you just got to go around her and stuff. And
sure.
So she just she'll take walks by the lake in like the middle of the night. So
who's the oldest person in this town?
Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't tell you that.
Okay. So that's a big plot point.
There's some implications and I don't know that it really answers it, but if I get close to even trying to answer it, it will be part of spoilers for sure. So. Because there's a thing that I'm not going to reveal that is part of a very big twist that involves kind of how everything works and how it starts.
I'm going to take a stab and you're going to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I like doing that.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's a spell gone bad.
No.
All right. Let me stop there.
No.
I was thinking it was a spell gone bad that somebody tried to keep a place where they could live forever with their loved ones, but it ended up pulling in people that were like mildly like part of their loved ones.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does get like the actual, when you finally kind of put all the pieces together, there's a lot to it. And it actually, it's not this clean resolution, but you do get some resolution. So those of you that like to be satisfied but not told everything.
That's my area.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not going to make an excuse of like, oh, it's just magic. Guess what? Yeah, it doesn't take.
But also, I don't want the ending to be, it was a giant spider on top of a giant turtle.
Right.
And that's the magic of the universe, and that's how the universe is built.
Or it was a dream.
Okay, Stephen King.
Or it was a dream.
Yeah. Do some more drugs, guy.
You know what? That was one of my favorites. My actual favorite Stephen King book is Revival. My only complaint about that book is the ending. And I'm just like, why do we have to go that way?
Isn't that?
That is it's actually not a terrible ending. It's just wasn't as satisfying as the rest of the book was so good leading up to it. Yeah. It was almost like.
What's wild is if he just never stopped writing,
he'd be fine.
He would be great.
So that's almost my complaint with Weapons too. And everyone's going to hate me because I
disagree. That one I disagree on.
I thought that the buildup of like what's happening with these kids, the answer to that was so dumb.
No.
It was awful.
I thought it was pretty good.
And then you get slapstick at the end, and I'm just like,
I don't know, slapstick.
When they're all like running and chewing on her.
Yeah, I know.
That little
I like that.
I thought my only problem with that movie was the main, like the villain. I didn't like the villain. I was like, the movie was great except for that part, which is basically the whole point of the movie. Take the first half of that movie before we get Glenda, Gilda,
right,
Gamama,
Jamama,
whatever her name is, Gladys,
yep.
Then I love it. It's after that I'm like, no.
Okay, so Jason's got a family.
Yeah.
And are they calling out to Jason? Are they trying to get a hold of him?
Okay, so initially, yes. Him and his wife they're not like fighting, but like she's not super happy with that he had to go on this trip, and she's also not happy. He does call her from the hotel when he first gets there before he dies.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very broken connection on the phone, and she's like almost mad that he went to the town to get help for the guy who jumped off the cliff. And then the whole thing goes blank. And then after, once you're stuck in the town, nothing works. So you can see, you could see the internet, but you couldn't interact with it. And they actually tell you not to do too much with that because you're just going to get depressed that the whole world is going on without you. So, and being able to see potentially with social media, your loved ones moving on, growing old, dying themselves. So they're like, just don't do it, guy. Just don't do it. Not that you usually get any reception.
Mm-hmm.
The internet connection in the spooky town that nobody, can leave is pretty spotty.
Sure.
Unless maybe they could attract like the AT&T guy or something.
Well, I mean, that was going to be my question. So this town has been doing this for decades.
Mm-hmm.
How are they getting the internet? Is it because they have cellular devices and that device is along with them? And
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So like Jason has a cell phone and a charger that he brings along with him.
Oh, and probably a laptop. He's on a work trip.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's getting like spotty ass Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Yep.
But they're like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but no, it's a bit wild. I want to talk a little bit about the author before we go into how we'll survive.
Okay.
So I mentioned he's from Serbia. I actually got to meet him at that event that we went to in Indiana.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, hey, I read your book on Kindle. I really want to buy a physical copy. And he signed it for me.
Nice.
It says, are you here again?
Good job, Boris.
I know. He's such a sweetheart, too. He's very interactive with, fans that are online. So definitely hit up his social media. Like,
cool.
Super awesome guy. He is a certified open water scuba diver, which he is like, I don't know why I decided to do this super dangerous hobby, but I do. He also is like an expert in finding Aurora Borealis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he'll like look at weather reports and all that and be like, all right, this is the spot where I'm going to be able to see one. So I was talking to him about like, hey, I wanted to see one in Alaska and I didn't get a chance to. It was light out too late and stuff. He's like, yeah, I want to do that too.
That's exactly what happened to me when it was nice.
Oh, yeah. It was too light out at night.
Well, there was no night.
Oh, yeah.
Problematic.
Yeah. I would actually have some fun with that.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
It was the time that I learned to get very comfortable with the sleep mask.
Oh, yeah. I can sleep. I like sleeping in the sun like a cat.
I rented a cuckoo camper,
Yeah.
which is basically just it's just a van.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a regular ass van. And then they put a bed in the back of it. And that doesn't give you a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
So you have to sleep with a mask. But that was where I learned how to, deck out a van.
Yeah. That was the inspiration.
So that was the inspiration.
He's another one that got his start with a lot of like the Reddit no sleep.
Okay.
So he's got a lot of stuff on there. There's quite a bit of like YouTubers that like Mr. Creepypasta that like have done some of his stories and everything too. He has like a really strict writing schedule. So he writes 5,000 words a day.
Sure.
And if he misses however many, he puts them on to the next day and he'll like get anxious about it.
I have a friend that's trying to write a book and I try to give him that exact advice.
Yeah, like just...
Because that's what is it? How many? It's Stephen King writes something pages a day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's any good. He just writes them.
Yeah.
And that's his job.
Right.
A lot of people struggle with these things because they think that their hobby is just going to be their hobby and they'll be able to do it when they want to.
No, you have to turn it into
a job.
And that's where the whole like do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life is such a lie, because once you're actually...
You're going to hate it.
You're not going to hate it necessarily, but like it's a job then. So
I'll tell you from somebody who does a lot of work on a project that I really have a lot of passion about. I love to DJ.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily love making posters, flyering,
right.
Buying. What are all the things that we did?
Well, it's all
speakers, setup.
Right. It's the difference between
contract negotiations.
Right. It's the difference between the fun parts and the parts that aren't fun about making a project actually work. It's putting in that actual work. And a lot of people just want the fun part and they don't want the actual like project work of it, or they don't have time or whatever. So like it's sometimes you can just keep a hobby being a hobby.
Right.
And that's okay too. But
Stephen King is spitting out like 6 to 10 pages a day.
Right. Yeah.
Pages a day.
And so Boris does that. He also mentioned, it was really funny. I was messaging with him yesterday or the day before, and he's like, I definitely believe in the paranormal, but I would also be the person in a horror movie who goes into the basement anyway.
Yep.
I'm like, that's super cool. So I want to get into Would We Survive? We do abysmally in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one's a little interesting. So I gave you 55%. And the reason why is because you've got that game logic. Like
Mhm.
you're very strategic, you're in logistics, right? You're
Mhm.
going to realize the loop and not panic, right? You're going to instantly start experimenting. Like you're going to also be the one going, well, how far can I push this really? And so you're going to maybe try some things that other people wouldn't actually try because they're not thinking the way you do. But the problem is that it's not a game.
Mhm.
And the more you treat it like one, the more likely you are to miss the fact that the rules aren't going to help.
Sure.
Like knowing how it works isn't going
That
to
would
help.
mess me up.
Right. Pushing boundaries works until it doesn't. And like the town doesn't reward your curiosity.
Sure.
It effectively like punishes you. for that.
Quicksand, mental quicksand.
Yeah, exactly. So, and
More you struggle, the harder it is to get out.
yeah. And I also could see you kind of being a little, not complacent, but like hitting a point and going like, guess this is how it is now. Because we're
Yep.
both sort of like, this is fine.
Yeah, I tend to accept and thrive.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, all right, guess I'm gonna open up a dance club in this town.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't do much better. Basically I'm like I refuse to accept this type of person. I'm much
Yep.
more quick to like break away from things. But this scenario is my personal nightmare. Like being trapped is my nightmare. I hate feeling trapped. I don't even like being in rooms that don't have windows. I like multiple exits. Like I don't like it. I don't
Sure.
like being trapped. That's why I don't like airplanes because I'm trapped. There is nowhere to go.
Right.
Going is death. So like you're trapped the whole time and it freaks me out. Um I would I would not approach this like a game. I approach it like it was a problem that had a definitive solution. If I just figured out the solution, like a puzzle, that I would be fine. But that's also kind of my weakness too, is again, like I won't give up, but I will burn myself out trying because the outcome doesn't matter.
Sure.
Nothing that I'm doing matters. And I'll get frustrated and probably make some risky decisions in that way.
God, I still have a billion questions
Yeah,
about the world building.
I know, isn't it? It's very interesting.
Like, do they have to eat?
Yeah, they eat. They have a restaurant.
Yeah, but where does the food come from? Just spawns?
They actually do cover that without getting too into the weeds. Yes, the farm animals respawn as well, which is wild because you're going to eat your cow and then 5 hours later, it's going to be like, mm.
Sure.
So
So endless beef.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's really wild. Our verdict together is not much better. I give a 65, but I actually think we're lower. We're actually more effective apart, I think, in this one. So,
We create kind of a tug of war.
well, it's almost like because if we're alone, we're going to push harder
Mhm.
because there's like there's less there to ground you. If we were both there together, we would be grounded in a way where it's like, all right, let's at least look out for each other, and if
Right.
not accept, at least try and take care of each other.
Unless I
Which
broke my
means,
leg, in which this psychopath would
well,
just leave me
I could though because you just respawn anyways. Be like, all right, see you, buddy.
and just murder me so that my leg would get
Yeah.
unbroken.
And we're
I
not-
mean, I could be the
that
doctor
actually-
in town.
you could be, which
Just, oh,
They
your
do
leg's
go-
broken? Break your neck.
so this brings up a point. People do go a little crazy in this town. So there is a lore of an axe murder that like killed a whole bunch of people in the town. And like in the town hall meeting, they're like, hey, everyone who got killed in the axe murder, raise your hand. They do that. And it's like, and they just all forgave him because, well, you kind of just have to.
Yeah.
And he's been fine ever since. So,
Sure.
punishment becomes an interesting thing in this town too, which we won't go into.
Mm.
But yeah, basically, the thing is with this one is Riverton doesn't really have one distinct win. Winning can look like a lot of different things, and none of them are really wins, but they are in certain context. We're we're together, we're just going to probably be more complacent, but it doesn't ultimately matter whether we're apart, whether we're together, whether we try, whether we don't try. None of it ultimately matters. You're still operating by the same rules. So one thing is for certain, though, both of us would say yes to the work trip.
Sure. Yep.
We'd be like, yep, I guess I'm going on this work trip. Trigger warnings, there is a lot of self-unaliving, making this YouTube friendly here. So, and a lot of, other people unsubscribing others. So, that. So if you don't like that, bad. Isolation, entrapment, loss of control, lack of agency, all of those things that terrify me. The book isn't like overly graphic, but the parts that are like violent are impactful. But it's like he doesn't need all the gore to make the point, which I actually really like. This is for fans of small town horror. If you like loop-de-loop things, you like twists and trying to like figure out what happens. Definitely for you. Every time you think you figured something out in here, you have not.
Sure.
If you want clean rules and resolutions, don't listen to it. There are some recommendations I have for shelf neighbors. Shutter Island, both the book and the movie. Obviously Midsummer, and then The Endless, which is one of my faves. Coherence, and then
I want to watch The Endless.
I love
if it's your favorite, I'm going to check it out.
It is. And then the show From, obviously in books, Revival would actually be a good one to compare this to. Some Ronald Malfi. He's got Bone White and Come With Me. Those are some really good books that would be kind of like small town horror. Andrew Nyberg. I also met him at that event. He has several titles that like disorientation and existential dread and stuff that would be perfect. He's also really active in online groups too. So another person that you can interact with him and his work, which is really, really cool. So, what other questions do you have before we tell people what we're doing? I know you seem like wildly curious about this one.
Yeah. I mean, I love this style of story. I do.
Yeah.
I loved From all the way up to, I think, season 3, where it was
I didn't see the last season that was out. I didn't see.
I don't know if that was 3 or 4 or what.
I didn't. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it just kind of fell apart for me.
Yeah.
I mean, season 2 was okay.
There's only so many places you can take that kind of a story, though.
They just start explaining too much.
Right.
And that's where the story unravels.
Right. Like once you explain it, it's done though.
Yep.
Like you don't have
the
to
mystery's
continue
gone.
it. Right. And then you don't have to continue it because you already figured it out. What do you
Midichlorians.
Then you're just watching a sitcom.
Yeah.
At that point,
Yep.
So, but I still want to watch it.
It was yeah.
I still want to watch it.
No, I thought it was a really interesting plot and story.
I like it.
But no, I'll tell you, my brain is absolutely fried yet again, as you can see.
Yeah. So let's talk about what we're doing now.
I mean, I've been putting in the extra effort here because
we got stuff.
Yeah, Goth Dad,
we got
Grim Mark.
It's this Friday.
Side quest is happening this Friday. It's going to be huge. We went out. I made wristbands for us. Ooh la la! These are like official wristbands. Like we're an official real boy.
Right.
Yeah, and then we got a bunch of little fucks that we're going to be handing out.
Yes. Oh, it's in
and we got a whole bunch of different.
Oh, it's going to be really cool.
Stuff.
So it's a dance party with Goth Dad, Dusty Gannon, and Goth Barge.
Adepticon.
Yeah, Adepticon. It's at the top of the Hyatt, which used to be rotating, so it just looks like a big spaceship now. So panoramic views of downtown Milwaukee
is worth
going to be gorgeous.
We're charging $15, which I am really regretting putting that on the poster. I mean, I should have probably put it up to 20, but you know what? I just do not like taking advantage of my community.
That's why with my book fairs, I don't charge more than I absolutely have to.
Yeah.
I charge $5.
Yeah.
And you know what? I could charge more, but a lot of these cons charge a lot of money, not only for the entry fee, but for tables. I think Oddities, which I go to every year. I'm gonna take in Donna to Oddities. But they charge $30 a ticket or something. So you can go spend more money and shop. And I do it every time, but and the table fees are insane too. So this is a great deal. There's a lot of other stuff going on too, though.
God, 1984 is coming up at X-Ray Arcade with all of the DJs.
Yes.
The B-sides at Mad Planet is going to be happening with me and Cindy. Yeah, she's the best.
Oh, she's amazing.
Goth Homecoming is happening, and that's happening at,
Winona.
Winona. Yeah,
Winona,
Winona, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, yeah,
Bring me back
and
some hot dish.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one too, and the one that I really wanna talk about is Canada. Canada,
Hey!
ahoy! So, we are signing off on that
Oh, Canada.
contract. We'll have it signed by the time you see this podcast, and we're very excited about that. That's gonna be coming up. Super big plans focused on Toronto.
If they
This
like
will
us,
be our
maybe they will
first.
invite us to, take asylum.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll save us from all of this.
Exactly.
And then I also wanna still keep pressuring, heads up, we should have it next week
Yep.
that we are going to have the Book It movie,
Yes.
club,
So
the,
we're giving you the preview for the summer reading clubs,
yeah, the read
that
and
way you can
watch.
plan, and we will have that by next episode. We'll get to announce it. Real quick, Slay the Lake is April 18th.
Mhm.
Spooky Frog's a sponsor. They also sponsor Spooky Frog. We love each other. It's a really good marriage. They've got the LGBTQ plus book fest at the Final Girl in Kenosha, which is amazing. They are taking donations for a LGBTQ books to prisoners project too,
Yes.
which is really, really cool. And then we are just jam packed with vendors and authors for the book fair in May. And again, real frogs.
Yep.
Real frogs.
Frogs in your face.
Frogs in your face. We're
Frogs in
gonna
your
have
face.
actual frogs. You can meet actual frogs, and maybe even adopt something. So
That's awesome.
I know it's so cute. I love my frogs.
Froggy guys.
Froggy guys. But what are we doing next week?
Next week up is movie that I am going to read that is on the April Fool's Day. So it's gonna be April Fool's Day, the next one that we have. So we're gonna do April Fool's Day. It's an old school one
I haven't
by
seen
Fred
this.
Walton. We're moving away from vampires. We had a whole block of vampires, and now I know, and now we're moving into a horror.
Oh,
Now we're
yes.
gonna start
Okay.
getting into weird, wicked,
Yes.
wild stuff.
I'm excited.
And when we do come, that'll be the first movie in that quarter, and we are going to start putting out quarterly
Yeah, like a newsletter.
bookmarks.
Yeah, it's bookmark.
Yeah, a little bookmark.
Yeah.
So it'll be able to tell you
I don't
what
know why I
movie.
forgot the word for bookmark.
Yes, I'm
I'm
having
telling you, we're
all
just
of
having
it
a
just
okay,
fried.
yeah. But we're
All right.
doing it. We
Well,
got
that's what we got.
yeah, we gotta go back to work.
Yep. I'm literally stopping this to go and do more.
Exactly.
So
I
have
got
a good
stuff
one,
to cut out.
everybody. Yeah. Bye.